Last time in Witherwild, our group of adventurers set off on the mission that they had been given by the Haven Spymaster, Creel, to go and stop the being that is only known as the Fane Wraith from a potentially disastrous plot to steal the sewing eye from Nicta. His informants have told him that the Fane Wraith believes that stealing the sewing eye will help in the fight against the Havenites after they have stolen the Reaping Eye from Nicta. And Creel believes that in stealing the sewing eye, it'll bring about more devastation than it will help. So our adventurers set off to the direction of Alula, where it is said that the Fane Wraith makes her base of operation. They've got a little bit of a journey to get there. They decided that they were going to go along past the lake and skirt over the mountainsides to avoid the Havenite camps that have set up in Fanewick, and traverse across some rivers and make their way to the treetop village of Alua. As they set out on their adventure, with Katak being their guide, they came across a area of woods that seem to have changed a little since the last time Katak was here, passing through, and definitely is showing signs of the Witherwild being there. They encountered some minor treant and a deep root defender after Kakuma decided he was going to snack on some magical bark. And these beings didn't like that. They did not like that. So after taking a little time, taking a couple of hits themselves, but not too much, they managed to defeat these tree-like beings and took a little short rest themselves, and that is where we left off. We've just completed a short rest. I would say that you're probably maybe like a couple hours away from the lake at this point. Like not necessarily too much travel still to do to get to the lake area and traverse across that. And you probably would have, I would say, half a day, so to speak, before it would be time to like make camp for the evening. We'll start. Let me see. Is this start here? Yeah. I'm getting the characters. Can I remember how to do this? Don't tell me how to do it. I want to see if I can remember. Well, actually, we'll go here because this is where we were. Oh, you all had also searched the bodies that you could of these of the Deep Root Defender and found a recipe for, I think, a minor health potion is what I said. 99% sure that's what I said. That's what we're gonna go with. If someone has a recipe for a minor health potion, which means
I have the recipe, the
Minor
stamina recipe that we got from the guy.
stamina. I was incorrect.
Well, no, we got that from the guy, I thought.
If someone found, no, you didn't get any recipes from Creel.
Okay, then
A recipe was found like
in this guy. Okay.
in the Deep Root Defender. The recipe was found like
then,
inside, wrapped up.
Yeah, then it was a stamina.
It was a stamina. Okay, so you have a minor stamina potion.
Yeah, it's in the chat log. Rufio wrote it.
I don't see it.
Minor health, minor stamina, snack powder. There's no
That's what
recipe in
you.
there though.
Oh,
Those
Yeah,
are just
there's no recipe.
okay.
That's
yeah.
I was reading
that's
the
the
stamina
items that
potion
you
as
got.
the recipe.
I see.
It's a minor stamina recipe. I mean, I have it written on my sheet here,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
so because
Yeah,
I was
we
taking it.
handed out all those other items as well.
Yeah.
Yes, because Rick did not get his immovable rod that he wanted.
Yeah.
Oops.
So yeah, you guys have just taken your short rest. In that short rest is when you guys regain, or not regain, but earned some hope because of some of your downtime actions. And so you would be setting off. Kakuma, are you still leading the way?
Kataka is Kakuma. I mean, I guess Kakuma.
Yeah,
would be
sorry,
up there.
Katak. Yeah, Katak, are you still leading the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Skirting around the
well,
lake, going along the mountainside.
Okay, we're gonna say that this is what we are using for that. So you're continuing on. If you could make
Talking to your mic, it's not picking that up.
that's fine because I'm trying to find what I need.
Okay. I hear you asking for stuff, but the mic doesn't.
Yes, if you can make an instinct roll for me.
Sure thing. Is that 2d12s, right?
Correct. Plus whatever your instinct is.
That would be a crit, double eights.
Oh, hey! Frickin' broken. Found it. We're fine. All right. Well, you gain a hope and clear a stress if you have any. All right. Well, now that you've gotten past that weirdness of the area that you didn't recognize, you're right at home. You know exactly what you're doing. In fact, as you are leading the troop along, you almost like find a shortcut of sorts as you're getting to the river and cut a little bit of time off of your journey. So you are able to, you're reaching the point of where you start hearing the excuse me, where you start hearing some water. And as you all are heading along, the lake is, you can see it like just ahead, but there is like coming down from the mountains, and it opens up into this beautiful area where the trees are bright and vibrant, and there's vines dangling down from some of them. There's a weeping willow that you can hear the twittering of birds as they just make their spot.
I was worried I was going to hear it crying.
No.
Crazy stuff's going on here. Yeah.
Exactly. You come across, as you're not that far from the mountain range itself, so coming down from the mountains into this river that's babbling in front of you. There's not really any cliffs like it shows here. I just really like this map.
Yeah.
There's not any little waterfalls.
How wide is the river?
The river is definitely, I would say it's probably like 30 to 40 feet wide. It's definitely not something that can just be jumped across. You guys are going to have to traverse it. So how do you guys make a plan to try and traverse? Do you talk amongst you? Do you see, give me...
I say, do we see any like for instance in the map there's these rocks? Would there be like a acrobatically skipping across them maybe?
There's definitely some rocks and like bigger boulders that you could use to get across. There's some distance that is gonna like require maybe some rolls if you want to jump across, like you're jumping across on a
How far across is that from each side?
From side to side, I would say it's 45 feet across. We'll go with 45.
So
it's a bit of a path.
How swift is it?
I can do a jump, and I got 50 feet of rope.
1 second, we'll get back to that. It's not a raging rapid by any mean, but it's got some movement. Like this isn't a still river. Like this, it's moving along. It could probably be swam across. I have a fucking English degree, guys. What the fuck was that?
Swamp.
You can swim across it, but you're definitely gonna like end up swimming at an angle because it's enough of a flow that it's like gonna push you across. If you want to
Katak can jump like nobody's business, so he's completely willing to jump across the rocks with a rope for everybody.
Okay, if you could to do this, we're gonna do, this is gonna be a traversal environment.
Sure.
So it is a swift-moving river without a bridge to cross, deep enough to sweep people away. If you could give me a agility roll, please.
Is there a counter?
Yes, there is a counter for this. The counter is on. Thank you. There is the counter is currently on 4. So, the way that countdowns work in Daggerheart is that it's kind of I don't know if Adros, you have played with this, but for those of us that play D&D together, it works very similar to how both Rick and Rufio have done skill challenges. Yes.
Okay.
So it's a skill challenge, whereas in progressive countdowns like this is like successful things will move it along. Unsuccessful has consequences. Various things can appear, things like that will trickle down. There's a cause and effect as we go forward with this. So there's a countdown, and like I said, if you could give me that agility roll, Katak.
That is a 18 with fear.
18 with fear. Okay. So you manage to, you're skipping along, and on that, you're going for it. You got this, because it's a success with fear. You got this. You're getting across and everything. But as you get towards the last little hurdle, you kind of stumble a little bit. You manage to catch yourself and get across, but when you look back over, you see that the rope got kind of swept up. And did you leave some of it on the other side with someone holding it?
Yeah.
I have it.
Okay. So Adros has it. So it got a little loose when you were doing that jumping across and kind of stumbled. So it ended up kind of tangled amongst some of these boulders. So it does offer the assistance that you were hoping, but it's not as easy of a path as you were hoping to offer. But we can tick that down to a 3, please.
Is the rope, like you said, it's like not quite like not quite like across?
They've managed to make it all the way across because it's a 40-foot rope. Yeah.
It's 50.
50. So it's 50 feet. Yeah. Sorry, I meant 50. So it's all the way across with a little bit but I would say with that, because it's a 45 feet across for this passageway, I would say that extra 5 feet wiggle room has kind of been tangled up in the rocks, so it can be used to help stabilize get across, but there are still some areas that are going to be a little bit difficult for traversal. It's not just going to be a straight shot across, but that rope is there to assist still.
Okay.
Oh, he did it with fear, though.
Yes.
Yes, he did. Which means the spotlight is gonna shift to me.
No. Sorry, cat.
So spotlight shifting to me, I am going to spend a fear. Get over here. To activate and bring out traversal. So up near, like I said, there's really not waterfalls, but up near this area by that waterfall that is on the map, but again, it's not actually there. The current shifts slightly, and you notice that it gets a little shimmery. Not necessarily in the way that water shimmers. How do I show the character art?
Double click it. Click on the token and then hit show to players. Like open up the character sheet, click on the picture on the thing, and then hit show to players.
You see that there's a in the shifting water, there starts almost like sun rays are catching on. It looks like shards of glass. You can see some pink and some blue that are catching the sun, and it looks like it's not moving closer, but there's definitely something there that has taken interest to what is happening a little further down the river. But I will shift the spotlight back to you all.
And we all see this?
Everybody would take notice of it, yes.
Okay.
Hey, Adros.
Yes.
I don't like water. And I was wanting to know if you could just like get me over there.
Well, do you want a piggyback ride or you want me to toss you?
Whatever's more comfortable for you.
It's up to you. I can do either one. That shimmery stuff in the water, I might just need to toss to you.
Yeah.
You want to get tossed?
I don't want to get tossed, but I don't want to stay on this thing's radar for long enough for you to cart me across the water. So it's either get wet or I don't know what's going to happen there. Like, just toss me.
All right.
Adros, if you will roll a strength for me.
Five, 9, 10, 11 with hope.
11 with hope. Describe to me how you loft Beatrice across this river.
All right, so I turn to her. May I pick you up? And I kind of lift her up and put her high above my head and just whoosh, as hard as I can, and just send her flying across the river.
Go ahead and you do gain a hope because that was rolled with hope.
I have no more room.
Okay, you maxed out. Beatrice, as you are
I also say yeet.
as you are going through the air, it's an experience that you've never really experienced before.
No.
And you're it gets you across, but
Yeah.
there's the landing that's the issue.
Oof. Okay.
Give me an agility roll, please.
Awesome. Well, we'll see about
Is
this.
Katak trying to catch?
Yeah. Running
Do you
around in
want
circles
to
like a
do
cartoon
you want
character.
to spend a hope to try and
Yeah.
facilitate? Okay.
Here's the thing. I'm going to be really bad at that probably. Unless it's an agility for me, but I don't think it would be.
No, so what you're gonna do
Trying to
is
give
you're
him a
just
hope?
gonna no, you're gonna
Yeah,
Katak.
spend a
Do
hope.
you have a hope to
Right.
spend?
Yeah, I got 4.
Roll a hope, and then Beatrice is gonna add that to her total.
A D6 is
The D6, right? Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4. What'd you roll, Beatrice?
15 with hope.
Boom.
This is gonna become non-consequential to you guys, and it's a little annoying. So you succeed.
Mhm.
Tell me how you land. What does this look like? Also, you gain a hope.
Thank you. I will take that hope
Um,
gladly. I don't know. I just think that she looks absolutely fed up. This was her best case scenario, and she sees Katak and she's like, "Oh, please gods, please don't drop me." And she just
Yeah.
like braces herself.
Yeah, so she's sort of like bracing for impact. Katak's like lining it up and timing it, and he's like basically trying to jump into the air so that he can like do the roll because he's pretty sure she's just gonna face plant into the ground.
I'm
So he's
incoming.
like, yeah, he's trying to help that landing be softer.
Okay, so you kind of like collide with Katak, but he was planning on the collision happening. So you guys kind of like collide, and it's like but you barrel roll with it a little bit. You're both fine. You're unscathed. Maybe a little like sore because like fuck. But
Yeah, I did
you
just get
both
yeeted across a river, so
yeah, but you both have made it across the river. So that's 2 out of 5 because your bear is gonna have to make it across as well.
I high five Katak. I'm like, we made it over the river.
I'm gonna look at watch as they both like he throws Beatrice and Katak and all this fucking clusterfuck. I'll just sort of like roll my eyes and I'll sort of like both arms back, like fall into the water, and as I do, I'm gonna spend a stress, and I'm gonna be shape into an aquatic scout. Some sort of I don't know, not like trout-ish kind of fish, something that can swim pretty decently, and try and swim against the current, like kind of diagonally, because you got to kind of do diagonally as a fish to get across. So I am a fish.
You are a fish. I guess that would be an agility. Yeah, give me an agility roll, please.
Sure. I will have +2 on it because it is an agility roll, and I'm an aquatic scout, and I have advantage on swim because I am a fish. Unless you spend a fear to give me disadvantage.
No, let it go.
Let it go.
Goodness. I'm sorry. It's a 24 with hope.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wowie.
You gain a hope.
Don't sound mad about it.
I'm not. No, I just this. No, I genuinely I love this, but it's just going so different. than I anticipated.
And yeah, and I'll sort of actually, I'm not going to cross all the way, but I am going to like hang out and like be looking like popping my head up to like make sure the others are getting across, and like if they need to like jump in, I can help. I can get to them really quickly and help. So I'm still
Okay.
in the river.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna spend a fear to bring the spotlight to me. And da- 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 da. Boop, ba- boop, boop, boop.
I did mark down to we're at 1, I believe, right? The countdown.
Yes, I think. I was reading the countdown and the countdowns are confusing to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so sorry for reading the thing, but I think Rufio failed or rolled fear,
Mhm.
so he should have gotten undertowed under dangerous crossing passive.
But it's a failure, with fear.
Failure. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he succeeded, but with fear. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, that's because I looked at that before I.
Yeah, I mean the progress counter is just like it's a it sets an ending to it basically. So like we know how far we are from finishing something. So
I would say I'm looking because this is considered a dynamic one. I would say it should be at 2 right now.
okay, that's fine.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, I spent a fear to make it my turn, and then I'm going to spend another fear to do an action to roll a d6. Doesn't do anything. The snake can take the spotlight a second time this GM's term. Is that if it succeeds?
Those are usually like because it's like a solo, I think. It's basically so it can take more than one turn without having to rebuy the GM turn. So it's basically like you're activating a different monster, except you're activating the same monster again. Does that make sense?
Yes. Try again. Still doesn't succeed. But it is going the glass snake, now that there is a newcomer into this arena. Oh, wait. Nope. I was right in what I did. Is going to move. Gonna get a little closer to this fish, because it's doing some weird maneuvery shit. It's not going with the flow. But that will be my activation. The spotlight shifts back to the party. Who's doing what?
I mean, Kokuma would just try to swim across. He's a bear. He's pretty sure he's got it.
Can the bear give me an agility roll, please?
Yeah. I think that's just mine? Or because he doesn't have like stats.
Yeah, just use yours.
That is a 17 with fear.
17 with fear.
Yeah.
Okay. We will. Does he have a movement speed?
No, nothing has a movement speed.
Right. But it's essentially 30. So he would get to, we'll say right about there. Doesn't make it all the way across, but he's gotten quite a bit of ways over. So he just got a little bit more to go, but you did roll with fear.
I love rolling with fear.
And then I am going to mark stress for the glass snake. And
Poor guy.
yeah, I'm gonna go. He is going to go after Kalis and Kokoma. Does a 12 hit either of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are going to take 7 physical damage.
All right. That is major damage for me. I'm going to mark an armor to reduce it by 1, because otherwise I stop being a fish.
Fair play.
Kokuma takes a stress.
Oh, right, because he...
He doesn't actually have health.
Correct. As a way to not actually kill companions.
Uh-huh. They get out of the scene somehow.
They get out of the scene somehow.
What was the to hit, by the way?
12 to hit?
Okay, yeah, that still hits. I forgot I get an evasion bonus in animal form.
Gotcha. Yeah, 12 to hit. And then... Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, that's my turn.
Did you roll the d6?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was just saying doesn't work. So... Spotlight is on you all.
Countdown?
I am.
Could be at a 1.
Set up this rope for no reason.
Listen, the one who was gonna need it got yeeted across.
Yeah.
What can I say? The bards don't like bodies of water. Not about it. So, yeah, it's either sink or yeet. She chose yeet. No swim.
I am going to try to leap like right in the middle here.
Give me an agility roll.
That's an 11 with fear.
I gain a fear. One of you could fail this difficulty. That would be great. Actually, so you land in the river, but the because you're tall, so you actually like manage to like touch the bottom of the river. But the silt on the bottom of the river is not what you were expecting. So I'm going to spend a fear and ask you to make a agility reaction roll. So you're going to roll your duality dice, but you do not gain a hope or fear with this.
Okay. $11.
La-ti-da, you succeed. You succeed. So you're like, whoa, and like don't necessarily manage to like get your footing. It's still a little slippery there, but you're as solid as can be on silt in a river for the time being. You did roll with fear though, which means that it is going to shift back to me. Where did I just put it? There it is. And the glass snake is going to slither forward just a bit. And is going to try to bite at you, Adros. Does a 5 hit?
No.
Okay. I should probably be rolling my spitter dice first. Yeah, I should be rolling the spitter dice first. I need all targets in front of the snake within bar range. So it is because I have it trying to bite at you, Adros. I need another reaction agility roll from you, please.
All right. Yay.
I mean, it'd probably be me as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
And the reaction doesn't matter whether it's... Oh, sorry.
Correct. The reaction does not matter for hope or fear. It's just
Okay. Oh, 15.
I rolled a 9.
9.
Oh, it was agility?
Yes.
Sorry, 11.
Would you roll, Adros?
15.
15? Okay. That is a success for Adros. That is a failure for Caliph, which is 3 physical damage.
Okay. I will mark an HP.
Okay. Are you still a fishy?
Yeah. It has to hit major for me to get dropped out.
Gotcha.
It has to deal major. Like I can mitigate it with armor. So.
Right. Gotcha. All right, that is my turn. It is back to you all. talk, Beatrice? Do you want to? You can do anything to try and help out your friends? That
Yeah.
That's
I'm
what I've
gonna
been
run
trying to figure
over-
out.
I'm gonna run over and pull in the rope, and then toss the rope out to them.
okay. I would say. No, I would. Yeah, give me a. You would know that, so I'm not going to ask for that roll. You would know how to throw it. So yeah, I would just say give me a strength roll, if you would.
Sure. 12 with fear.
Yeah, so you throw it over to them, and you're able to, like, arc it correctly to where, like, it's not... You judge the water and know how it's, like, going to catch once it hits the stream. So you're able to throw it out, and it's now, much like Rick was kind enough to move the line. It's just in front of Adros and Kokoma. Not that the rope's really going to help the bear that much, because he can't really
I mean, it
grab
does look
onto
like
it.
a tasty vine treat.
Like a loose kebab.
Just starts
Yeah, it just starts to gnaw.
It's the candy bracelets.
snacks.
It's a candy bracelet.
Not a
Right, but
smart
that was
bear.
with fear, so stays with, or it comes to me. I'm gonna roll the d6 first. Oh! Once again, if I could get Caliph and we're gonna say Kukoma, because the snake shifted when the rope dropped to kind of see what was going on. If I can get from Kalis and Kukoma a agility reaction roll, please.
That is a 5.
25.
25. Okay, Kukoma is fine, but Kalis takes another 3 physical damage. And then... Oh, this is within far range. No, we'll leave it as is. Never mind. And then take another action this turn. Adros, you're big and imposing, so it's the snake wants the biggest meal. Does a 21 hit? I have to ask, okay?
Yes, it hits.
Okay. You will take... This is my D8. Right? D8's the double triangles, the pyramid. Okay. You are going to take 5 physical damage. And you are also going to mark a armor slot without receiving its benefit.
Fuck.
And that is its go. It's gonna come back to you all.
I would like to. Quick second. This may be a stupid question. Me and the water monster, are we within what is considered close range? No? Yes?
You can click on yourself and do the one little, or you should have that toggle. But you are in close range, yes.
Amazing. I am going to make a scene by spending 3 hope to just yell as loud as I can at this water monster in hopes that it'll look at me and not my friends and give them a chance to get across quicker.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Wait, was that with hope?
That was yeah, she spent 3 with hope. It's
No,
her thing.
Yeah, she spent
Okay.
3. She didn't roll with anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, she didn't roll. She spent 3 to temporarily distract a target within close range. So he is confused.
You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
Kind of starts swaying, which
It's a
is
bop.
sketchy.
Yeah.
He doesn't know why, but there's something about it. He starts just like following along with your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Okay. Who still on you all? Who would like to go?
I would like to go, and I would like to. I would like to try to smash it with my battle axe.
Okay.
And I am going to spend 3 hope to gain a +1 bonus on my attack rolls until my next rest.
Um,
Am I allowed to do
I-
that at the same time or no? Or is that like a prepared action that I have to do?
I believe you can do it at the same time.
what are you using your class feature?
Yes.
You are a warrior. No, it's you just do it anytime. It's not an action.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
I was
wanna
gonna say-
spend 3 hope.
I was gonna say how about I spend 3 hope and we do a tag team attack,
Ooh,
and then
yeah,
you can do
let's
your
that.
3. You can still do your thing, but then we can do our attacks together.
Okay. I'm down for that. Heck yeah.
Actually, I'm a fish.
You are a
Yeah,
fish.
you are a fish.
You can tail flap.
I mean, I can drop out. I can drop out a fish pretty easy.
But can we please make sure the
flat.
bear gets across?
Yes.
The
I'm
bear's
not worried
fine.
about that. Yeah, don't
He's
worry
a
about
trooper.
I shall distract so bear can run.
that. No, I'll do that. I'll just do it as a fish. So yeah, as a fish, I'm gonna just, like start like gnawing on it. Yeah, it's. Listen, it's not a lot, but it's fine.
It helps. It helps.
So I'll spend my 3 hope for the tag team. Now we both roll, and then we can choose one set of the dice to take.
That's 17, 18, 19 with hope.
Okay, yeah, I rolled an 8 with fear, so we'll take yours. So our attack roll is
And
18
then
with hope.
and then I add that bonus because I spent my 3 hope too to add, so it's 20.
You hit.
Okay, so that'll last until the rest or whatever. So that stays.
Yeah.
You rolled an 20 with hope, so we both get a hope.
Correct.
So I refund one of those hopes, and now we both roll damage and add it
10 plus
together.
4. My D10.
I don't have a
There
fucking
you
D4.
are. Let's do this. You have a D4 in your fishbowl? Oh my
No,
god, you're a fish and you have a fishbowl.
I have it. It's just it's not the one that goes to this set. I don't have.
Okay.
So I'm grabbing the other set of dice that I keep on my desk. Okay, so it's a D4 plus agility, which is 2.
I got an 11.
I got 6.
So 6, 11, 17. There's my pencil. Found it. So that is a severe damage to the glass snake. So you're gnawing on it. Just nom 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 nom.
Yeah.
What Adras, how are you hitting it?
I'm gonna take my battle axe and put it over my head and just kind of right in like the side of its. Does it count as a neck?
Snakes are all neck.
Just like-
really.
Just like right there, right at like the base of the jaw, and yeah.
Right, you swing down and you can see that like as you come down in what looks like glass, like it's still scales, but because of that hardness with the glass, there's part of it that just like shatters. and like though you see those scales kind of like shatter and fall off. It's looking hurt. It's looking hurt. But that was a success. It is still on you all.
Can we get the bear across?
Kokuma's gonna finish his swimming.
Thank you.
And yeah, and I am going to spend a hope to give Kakuma advantage by swimming in front of him like a tasty treat, like a carrot on a stick sort of action.
I mean, Kakuma was gonna make it across. Like it's at this point, yeah.
Now he's just
12
gonna
with hope.
eat you.
And then whatever Ricky adds with his advantage.
3.
15 with hope.
Yeah. So gain a hope for Kakuma, or I guess, well, you can take the hope because it's your bear. And yeah, Kakuma's across. Kalis, are you getting out of the water as well?
Not until Adros is. I'll just swim back to Adros and make sure he gets across too.
And that was
Okay.
with hope.
That was with hope,
Hope.
but I'm
Alright,
gonna spend a
y'all.
fear.
Oh. Damn.
And so it says temporarily. Is that
So temporary means it lasts forever until you spend a fear to remove it.
that's what I thought.
What temporary effect is it?
Temporarily distracted.
Okay, so yeah, so distracted. It's just a -2 to their
Yeah.
difficulty. Technically, distract is capitalized and italicized, and I don't think that has a game definition. I'll look though.
I don't think it does either. So that's what I was just looking at.
Like, it's weird the way it's written, but
Condition.
yeah, like it's not a condition.
Yeah, it's not a condition.
It's weird the way it's written. Like, you know,
Because like I feel like after it's been attacked, it's not really gonna be distracted anymore.
it's distracted, and that's what's causing its difficulty to go down. Like, it's like keeps like looking back, and that's like kind of the flavor there, I think.
Okay. Well then. That's fine. It's going to do the spitter die. Does not succeed on that. But in very close. It is going, I'm gonna mark another stress on it. And I need to know if a 10 hits Adros or Caliph.
Yes. It's not mine's. My evasion's 10.
Gotcha. Then you are going to take that rolled for such a long time. 5 physical damage, Adros. And that is my go. It comes back to you.
All right. I am gonna take the rope and wrap it around the serpent's neck and try to hop on its back.
On a successful attack within melee range against a snake, the attacker. I need you to also mark another armor slot for me. But you're gonna take the rope and wrap it around its neck?
Yeah, and kind of like try to strangle it with the rope.
If you could... If you could give me a finesse roll.
Okay. Well,
With
what do you mean?
hope or fear.
Oh, fear.
So I gain a fear, but that does succeed because it's still distracted. It wouldn't have succeeded if it wasn't distracted. So thank your bard.
Thank you, Beatrice.
Okay, so you're trying to grapple it, you said,
Yes.
to like hold it in place.
Yes. What do I roll for like a grapple or?
Give me a strength reaction roll. So you're not going to get hope or fear on this one.
Okay. Seven plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. 14, 15, 16. You said with strength, right?
Strength, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
It's not
yeah.
necessarily grappled versus a restraint. So we'll say that it's restraint. So it can't move, but it still can take its actions, is the way that restraint works.
Okay.
And because you rolled with fear, that does make it its turn. And it's going to try and bite the person that has been... That just, you know... Is it an 18 hit? That hits?
Yeah. Yes.
Oop. It's gonna do 7 physical damage.
Glass. Do I get another fucking armor?
Yes, ma'am.
We got one more left, y'all.
If you run out of armor, you have to start marking HP.
I know.
Okay. Oh, I didn't do the fucking spitter dice. Doesn't matter, it didn't work. Alright, and that is its go. It is back on you all. I would recommend getting out of the water.
So right now he's kind of entangled with it.
He is entangled.
Yes.
He cannot... Yeah.
Okay.
You get out of the water, and then I can figure it out.
Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
He's a fish.
I'm a fish.
Just grab the rope.
He
The rope
did.
is around the neck of the snake
And then he
now.
started
It's around
strangling the
the
snake.
Right. All right, I'm gonna start
That is the
pulling the
baddest
rope.
one.
Me and Kokuma is gonna start pulling the rope.
Describe that for me. Does Kakuma like actually like bite onto the rope, or is he like
Yeah.
biting the back of you and pulling you?
No, well, I'm getting it and like wrapping it around his horns, and then we're pulling back.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check. I guess
17 with
roll.
fear.
I will gain a fear. But yeah, in doing so, you succeed and you pull that snake a little, we'll say a little bit of ways from Adroth. So it moves a little bit, so it's not in melee with Adroth anymore. Still can take actions though, because it is just restrained.
Since he pulled it away, can I? Does that count as me being able to take an attack of
No.
opportunity?
She
Oh,
gets attacks of
no.
opportunity though.
Yeah,
I
but
do.
force movement doesn't proc it.
Attempts
Oh,
when
okay.
it attempts to leave.
Okay.
I don't know if it says it in that rule book, but force movement doesn't.
No,
Definitely
doesn't.
it does when an adversary within melee range attempts to leave that
Okay.
range. It
Yeah.
does specifically say
Okay.
attempt.
They have to
Yeah.
take the attempt. Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
made that mistake in
That's-
one edition of D&D, and it was the most broken shit ever. I think fourth you could do it. You could force move people like in and out of stuff like that, and people would just take somebody and just go between zones and just melt things.
Damn.
Yep. So that was with fear. So it comes to me. Better dice. No. That die really likes to spin for a long time. So that's gonna be anybody within. That is all targets in front of. So it's pulled. It's been pulled towards Kakuma. So I need all of the ones that are out of water. So Beatrice, Kakuma, and Katak
Mhm.
to make a agility reaction roll for me, please.
You got this, guys.
I need to get 2 more D8. This translucent one, it's not going to be able to see it that well, is hope, and the solid one is fear.
Why?
You don't
why?
generate. You
Oh,
don't
right,
generate
it's not
hope
for
or
that,
fear
okay,
on this one.
Well,
whatever.
also, why are they D8s?
Oh, whoops! God damn it! Good call.
Didn't realize I
I
was
know
muted.
another-
13 with fear. Sorry, my bad. Habit. 13. 13.
No, it's a fine habit to stay in. I'm okay with you guys doing so, just as long as you remember on reactions.
Yeah.
And like I will also help you remember that. But it is a perfectly I'm okay with you even on reaction rolls saying what it is because it's a good habit to stay in.
Appreciate it. I was like,
6 for Katak, 13 for Kokuma.
Okay, so Katak, you were the only one that failed. So you take 1 physical damage. And then
I'm gonna mark an armor.
Katak
Okay.
doesn't have armor. Oh, Katak.
You're right.
Katak does.
Yeah, Katak has armor.
I was
Kokuma
thinking
doesn't have
Kakuma.
armor.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then you don't got anybody in melee with him. Oh, but you are in very close.
Yeah. I mean, you could say probably that I'm within melee of him.
No, you're in very close with him. So he is going to take a bite action with his glass fangs. Does a 13 hit?
It does.
So that is 1d6. You take 2 physical damage.
I'm going to spend a hope and activate my rune ward to reduce the damage by a d8. It's a 3, so I take 0 damage.
Okay. And you are not in melee, so you do not lose an armor slot. And that is... Now I'm going to spend a fear to do it again.
And you?
You trying to kill us?
Because that's the second activation, right? Or no, the spit was automatically, right?
The spitter happens when
Yeah.
the snake is in the spotlight,
Yeah.
and then the snake can
It's-
take
yeah.
the spotlight a second time.
Yeah, I got you. No, you're right. I forgot this bit was just happened on his turn.
Yeah. Does a 10 hit?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Then that is the glass snake's go. It is back to you all.
Okay. I am going to swim down to the bottom and then swim to the surface and like jump out of the water. As I do, I am going to unshapeshift and activate and spend a stress to activate my elemental incarnation ability. And you'll see that like as like I like flip out into like human form, this like gust of wind like envelops me and sort of like lifts me up off of the water. And so I am hovering and I gain advantage on agility rolls. And this lasts until the next rest. And I'm going to look to the people on the shoreline and just say, the meathead is not going to drop it. Just kill the damn thing. As I sort of hover towards the shore, turn around and cast Vicious Entangle.
Okay.
That is a 16, 18 with fear.
Succeeds, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Which is a d8 plus 1. That is 7. 7 points of damage, and it is temporarily restrained as seaweed sort of shoots up from the bottom of the river and loops around it in this like little like seaweed cocoon.
How do you want to do this?
As the seaweed is wrapping around, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter until it shatters.
As it shatters, there's a prism. The sun catches all of these glass-like scales, and just creates this like prismatic cacophony in the air, where like every color of the rainbow is visual, and it starts even like the fractals start even interacting with the water as they get closer, and there's just this like almost blinding rainbow for a moment before what remains of this glass snake falls down into the water and just starts like drifting and is only staying nearby because of the rope that is being held by those on shore.
Okay, well, or I could just take care of it. You know, that was the other option.
Why didn't you just do that to start with? It looked really easy.
I mean, I was trying not to have to kill the damn thing. Like, it's not its fault that we like traipsed through its fucking river sanctuary.
We did
I
nothing to
traipsed
bother
through
it.
nothing.
It
Yeah.
was kind of being a dick.
Katak, you know animals aren't dicks just because they want to eat food.
Well, yeah, but like
You don't have a good answer here, Katak. You know
it
that.
should just be. I mean, you turned into a fish. It has every right to try and eat you. It's everyone else that it shouldn't be messing with.
It's a giant snake. I'm pretty sure if it can fit its mouth over you, it's gonna try and eat you.
Yeah, and it
Arguing,
attacked
I'm just gonna
Kokuma.
take the other end of the rope and drag the rest of the fish into shore.
You think that fish can swallow Kokuma?
I think that
With its
it might
horns,
try.
with the horns.
Oh, the horns might give it some issue, but still.
Yeah.
Jesus. You act like this creature like had it out for us somehow.
No, I think that. I mean, no, it doesn't know us. It's kind of a dick to attack any people that would come over here. Like it. These things are supposed to eat fish. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna look at like its like body. Does it look like what does it look like it's eaten recently?
So now that Adros has dragged it out of the water, you can see this thing it's long. Like, this is a big snake. A good portion of its body was being hidden, like, in the water. So it can maybe survive off of eating fish, but it's got to eat a lot of fucking fish just to survive off of fish.
It's probably eating a lot of people.
See,
Yeah.
well,
See,
then that's a problem.
You see the elk that's in there? You see the elk horns? It obviously eats more than just fish.
Don't we kill monsters that eat lots of people?
Sometimes, but listen, if it would be different if there was like a village here that was terrorized by the glass snake demon, but there's not.
Wait, you're the one who's saying it's a demon. We should definitely kill it if it's a demon.
No. Okay, so are you familiar with... No, you're not. What am I kidding?
Demons? Yeah, they're bad.
I'm gonna name it Nessie.
Beatrice has just pulled out a book because she picked the right decision in this situation. So I'm just gonna let y'all do what
Anyway.
y'all need to do.
We should cut it up, right? We don't want to let it go to waste. We did kill it.
I don't know how much we can actually cut up of a giant, like, organic glass.
Yeah,
Sort
I
of
don't know.
I just start pulling
All right,
glass
well then,
pieces off of
smash
it.
and collect parts of it. Yeah.
As you are, who's all is collecting pieces?
I am for sure.
I'm just sort of hovering there on my air chair, sort of watching judgmentally.
Adros, can you give me a finesse roll, please? You're wanting to take apart something that has glass. Don't say fuck.
A 14 with hope.
Get hope. That is just barely a failure. What are you looking to gain out of this? Out of taking it apart?
I don't know. I'm dumb and it's shiny.
Dominant shiny. Okay. You are gonna take 3 physical damage. You just like you nick your hand or like your arm while you're trying to glass. It's a little rough around the edges because it got, strangulated to decapitation. You get some pretty glass from it though. You're not really sure what it's gonna be used for.
I immediately give it to Beatrice.
We'll say that you get
covered in blood.
We'll say you get 3 shards of glass snake scales.
Here, this looks pretty.
I take them like, oh, you're so right. I'm dry. I'm not bloodied at all. I've taken no damage. I did no work in that other than just phase trust and a little pixie dust.
Alrighty. Anything else anybody would like to do?
I got shiny, so I'm good.
You got shiny,
Yeah,
so you're good?
I wanted to sort of like smash into a little bit and just like see if there's anything inside that looks like it powers this thing, like some sort of creature might have. Like
Okay.
organs, but
That's where the other ones went. See, you are a ranger. You would know, I would say, a little bit about how, like, snakes typically work. I'd say you have no issues cutting into it. And in like looking through it, you don't necessarily like it looks like a normal snake. Like it's not something that's been affected by the Witherwild by
Huh.
any means. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
show any signs of that. You find like the inner organs that snakes have.
Mhm.
And they almost have a crystalline structure to them as well.
Yeah.
Even the inside of this snake is very smooth. Like it bleeds. You can see that it bleeds because it's, you know, essentially bleeding out even though it's already dead. It's got normal snake physiology. It's just slightly different than anything that you've maybe come across before in being this glass snake creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking
I-
stuff if I can.
I am also going to ask for a finesse roll because it is glass.
Yeah. 16 with hope.
Gain a hope.
Thank you.
You succeed. It's a success with hope. So, is there anything in particular that you were looking for in this?
In particular, not really. I guess like if I could find a heart, I would, but like I don't know exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you would be able to what do snake hearts even look like, y'all? You would find a snake heart.
Hell yeah.
It and as you like get that heart, it's kind of you're a little surprised by the fact that like even though it looks like it's made out of glass, it's not necessarily, it doesn't give the like delicate nature that you would expect something to be made out of glass does. Like it still feels sturdy, and like you can,
Uh-huh.
you know, you get the sense that like even in fighting this thing, that like it's made out of glass, but it was still a pretty sturdy creature. So yeah, you can mark that you. I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but you can mark that you have one glass snake heart.
Hell yeah.
Huh. Okay.
One second, I need to fill my water.
Okay. Anything else anybody would like to do? I know Kalis is sitting up on his high throne. You're muted, my love.
Sorry, my bad. I don't need anything, but if we're about to move on, this may be a good time to do a short pause so I can take care of my child.
I'm fine with taking a quick break here.
Awesome. All right. I will see y'all in a bit. I'll stay on. All my stuff will just be muted just in case Remy gets in y'all spaces.
Roughly how long?
Hopefully like 15 to 20.
Okay.
I say quickly because it's just a block, but sometimes she's a deviant. But I will see you guys in a hot second.
Okay.
How are y'all's Jester and Ford cosplays coming along? The way you guys just looked at each other. That
I still
good?
got some. I have a nice base for my jester. I still have to do the cape and her vest. But I have a nice base going for my jester. He has Ford's sword.
Ooh, that's like with the barnacles and everything?
He is doing a sword that Ford gets later.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. He is getting one that that they discover later. No, I personally, for anything I want to do at Dragon Con, I've got work.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun getting all that done. I was doing okay on the front of like not con crushing, like setting myself up to not have to do that, and then life.
Yeah.
And I like realized right before we went on vacation, and I was like, fuck. So yeah, probably won't be picking up very many extra shifts between now and then, because I'm gonna need most of my days off to bare minimum finish Jester, but I really want to be able to do a female Gale.
Ooh,
I'll
that'd be cool.
re-wear Starion if I have to, but I really want to be able to do a female Gale.
That would be dope. Can't wait to see all the pictures.
We are doing Cap and Black Widow though.
Ooh, that's a good combination.
And Rick and Evie probably.
So, what's the average of 2d12?
12?
13. My point.
That's an easy
Cool.
mistake.
It is.
Thank you.
It is. The average of a d12 is 6.5. So for 2d12 is 13. Plus any crits, so that adds like 5 successes to it. So really the average is probably 13 and a half, 14. If you want to like effectively think about it. I'm telling you this because the difficulty for the river encounter is 10, which means 65 to 70% of the time we're going to succeed on that. No, more than that, because we get to add numbers to the roll. And so that is to say that 10 difficulty is really, really easy to hit. Because I know I felt you getting frustrated that nobody fucking failed. And that's why. Because like for us to fail is like pretty much like a 35-40% chance. And that's pretty low. For reference, when I run D&D, I usually set my difficulties to be about 50% success rate. If I want it a little higher, then I want it like a 45-40% success rate. So I usually want the players to roll between a 10 and a 12 to succeed on their like things they're good at. So just, you know, for your reference, because I could feel you getting frustrated with the how that was going. Because like you want to challenge us and I want you to challenge us. And so that's part of the reason why that felt like that. If that helps.
Does.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like you see, 10, like a D&D 10 is a lot different than in Daggerheart.
I mean, 10 is low in D&D.
Yeah. Also with the different distribution for rolling 2 dice instead of 1, you're like actually failing is you have to, you're at the end of a bell curve. You know. That is to say, to get like a 50% like success rate, the DC probably has to be like 14 or 15 for even level 1 characters before you even add experiences or advantage or anything like that. You also could have undertowed Adros too.
When?
Anytime you could just spend a fear instead of activating the snake.
Kind of forgot that I could do that after everybody kept succeeding. So
Yeah, that's fair.
also, taking away the warrior's armor isn't a bad idea.
Oh no, it's not. I mean, you got one of my armor. I used one armor. I think Rufio may have used one armor.
Yeah, I used an armor.
Yeah. I mean, I have 3 HP. I'm fairly low. I'm at like half health. The fuck is the picture she sent? Oh, I thought that was a heart, but why is it talking about meals?
Those are snake hearts.
Do they get bigger when they eat?
I guess.
Weird.
It looks like sort of like you could almost like a normal heart in the after it eats. Maybe they're just really hungry, so their heart gets little. It rests? I don't know.
I don't know.
God damn it.
Hmm.
I was just
Soda
without
boppin'?
yeah,
Soda boppin'?
yeah, without even realizing it.
Ugh.
Fuck is it? I thought there was something about it in here.
Something I didn't know to look up?
No.
You okay, Rufio?
Yeah. My jaw's a little tight.
Oh, I thought you were looking at something like crazy.
No.
Also, if anybody has to use the restroom, now's the time.
My nephews.
They're fine. Salem. Haha. Sorry, I was looking for something in the rule book and I found what I was looking for. Give me 1 second.
You're fine.
There was something that I was trying to find earlier and forgot how to look up for it, and I just remembered how to look for it, or look for what I was needing because I couldn't like frame it in my head right to look for it.
Yeah.
They're fine. I don't know. You can see. Oh, there's Salem. I was gonna say you can see him.
There's my baby.
Um,
Oh, that's a big stretch.
they're good. When we came back, Salem was immediately like, "Mom, Dad, hello." Vaxildan, I had to crawl under the bed to get him.
So
Ooh.
He
we installed a wireless kitty charging port on the floor.
Salem's currently on it. It's a flat cardboard box. But Vax,
Upsetty
thought
spaghetti.
I think thought he had been abandoned. We came in, Salem, said hi, came out to us. We were calling for Vax. Rick came into the bedroom, saw him under the bed, and like he meowed at Rick, but didn't move. And he was like up in like by the headboard underneath where I lay on the bed, up there against my nightstand, so like in a little corner, essentially like cornered himself. And like I got on the floor and I was like, "Hi, baby," and he like meowed at me, and it was the most pitiful meow I've ever heard him do.
Oh.
And he would not move, would not like come towards me, so I had to like semi crawl under the bed and like offered my hand for him to smell, and he like slowly started coming out, and it took about an hour for him to like fully like acclimate to us, like we're here. Like he kept like coming up to us, but like we would go to pet him and he would like shy away, and he never does that, never.
Yeah, he's the cuddliest cat I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. But I mean, within 2 hours of us being home, he was laying on us, and there was still a little like the not fully understanding kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he
Well, I mean, Salem is more adapted to not you being gone for long periods, but like when you went to Dragon Con, like
yeah, Salem understands the like mom's away, someone's coming to check on us and spend a little bit of time with us.
Yeah.
And then I'm, by myself, whereas like Vax, this is like
he needs the
there were a few
constant like
there was a few times like when we were still long distance that that I left him, but I had never left that long. Like it would be like 2 visits from Kalina and I would be back.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Whereas this was, I mean, we were gone for almost 2 weeks. We were gone, I think, for 12 days. So, makes me nervous for Dragon Con now.
Yeah. Yeah. But the more like obviously you guys aren't going to be like gone all the time like that, but the more you do it, the more he's going to get used to it. It will be rough in the beginning, but I mean, how many days are you going to be gone for Dragon Con?
Wednesday through Monday.
Well, it's not bad. It's not 12 days, so.
Yeah. Might, if people are available for it, because we had John Doris coming over every 2 days.
Yeah.
Might see if he's capable of doing every other day to see if that helps any. So, because even John, anytime he came over, he was texting me updates, and the last update that he sent me, he said Vax was like not coming out from under the bed.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's like, "Where? I don't care about you. Where's mom and
Yeah.
dad?"
So yeah. But they're back to their old selves. Salem, the other early morning, late night, early morning, because I couldn't fall asleep that night. Had spent about an hour to an hour and a half laying on Rick while Rick was asleep.
Aw.
And I was taking offense, because Salem doesn't lay on me like that.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
he's like, "This
I'm
one
very
is
offended.
still."
And like he got on there like while Rick was asleep. Like he woke up at like to like roll over at one point and realized that he couldn't because he had a cat on him. And I could see it reached the point of like I could see that he wanted to readjust. So like I was able to coax Salem over to me and he laid on me.
Mhm.
And laid on me for about an hour and a half.
Oh damn.
And then after he was done laying on me, he went in between the two of us by our head and laid there for about another hour.
Yeah.
At which point like Rick was waking up and getting up and doing stuff. So once he got up, Salem took Rick's spot in bed. So, but yeah.
Hello, hi, I am here, and unfortunately, I do have a Remy.
That's not a problem.
Mm-mm.
It's a problem for you. It's not a problem for us.
Show them who you are. Show them.
No.
Oh, I've never seen him bow out like that.
Because I keep doing it to him to be like, if I want you up here, I will call you.
Alrighty, let me jump. I was looking at something on the map. So let me jump back to the map that we were on. And not there. Sorry, I'm just looking at the other maps that I have at the moment. Okay. Oh, there's a squirrel. Good. We all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
Alrighty.
Actually, I need literally 1 minute. I'm sorry.
Fucking Christ, Rufio, you're fired.
He's just a sweet man, is the thing.
The
Okay.
stretches.
He is the Muffin Man.
Oh.
I forget just how big he is. He's like,
He's a big boy.
yeah. Like he's meant to like tear stuff up. But I don't think there's like a
he's
serious thought in
long.
his head, TBH.
She's making cat gun sounds.
He's cool with it. He loves it.
He doesn't. He does not.
Boop, boop, boop.
Are you watching? See? They approached them. He's on me all the time.
That's facts.
He's just a sweet lover man, is the thing. He kind of ensured I would love him by waking up and being basically face to face with me. Like, you breathe different, you up?
I think just accepted his fate.
Meanwhile, Salem's charging.
That's the longest he's ever let me hold him like that. Without like trying. He wasn't really wiggling to get out. Usually he's like, no, no, no. Oh, they'll be fighting in 3 seconds.
So as
looking at the moment.
Adros, oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Coda and Sophie will do that, where they look like they're grooming each other, but clearly it's angrily, and they start fighting.
We don't want
Hi,
an
Maggie.
audience.
Right.
Your daughter is poking into the bottom of the screen.
show me face paint.
Cool.
So pretty.
Mods
Nice.
is doing free face paints.
Gotcha.
All right, go skedaddle. Before we start again, as Adros, I make my way to Kalis, and I kind of sheepishly hand him the suspension rod and say thank you for saving my life.
No. I don't.
No,
No.
what?
I don't want your pity. I don't want your pity.
Okay. All right, then. Never mind.
That was
Ooh.
out of character.
We don't metagame in this bitch.
That was Rick wants the immovable rod because Rick has wanted one for 15 years and no one ever gives it to him.
Oh, damn.
It's okay.
One day, Rick.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
One short day in the
Yeah.
emerald city. Anyway, are we?
Your boat.
I'm making sure nobody else wants to do anything with the snake corpse.
No, I'm good.
Did Momo go to the bathroom?
Just pee. But, like,
Okay.
she made it so difficult. There was a bunny outside.
Just as long as wanted to check on that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we continue forward. Who's leading the charge?
Kuma.
I mean, I'm leading the way.
I figured as much. I was just double checking.
Yeah.
Once again, can I get a instinct?
For sure. 16 with 17 with fear.
I will take that fear. If I can find where the extra fear tokens went. Found them. I can't even call this organized chaos. This is just chaos. Right, that is a success with fear. So you lead the group on, traversing closer to where the lake resides. I don't really have a map for that, so we're just gonna go to this for the time being. You ass! I got a lot of papers I gotta keep organized, okay? Probably need a binder. I'm actually gonna invest in a binder now that I say that. Anyway.
And I have binders extra.
Do you have three hole punchers? Do you have a hole puncher?
Yeah.
Cool.
It
Need a
goes
second
with the
mod.
binders that I have. I made binders for my players when we played D&D in person.
Oh,
Gotcha. Someday we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Someday.
As soon as one of the Rachels moves to Georgia.
Somehow I'm gonna make it a rap, but not right now.
love y'all so much, but I really like it up here.
I mean, that's fair. Also, the person that would have to move with you shouldn't move to Georgia.
No. No. So sorry, but hopefully we'll get to the point where I'm visiting often again. So
That would be nice. All right. So you continue making your way to along this coastline right here. Why is that so thick? I'm not mad about it, but that's what she said. Sorry.
Focus, Snow. Mind on the task.
It is on the task. Continuing on. Brain doing math in my head. Yeah, and as you get around near the mountain, reaching the point, there is there's two paths you can take. You can go kind of up and over the mountain, or you can kind of come this way a little bit more and skirt the mountain. Both comes with their own issues. You know that going over the mountain, Katak, is going to be probably take a little more time just because you got to climb up and then climb down. But given with what you've seen with the woods and what you know of this area, because you would have traversed it, the mountain tends to be a little safer. As far as just like stuff with the Witherwild, as well as like other little areas in this wicklings that like have set up encampments, that kind of thing. So it is, what path would you like to take?
All right, guys, are we feeling more like adventurous or cautious?
I mean, I would rather be cautious.
Caution is slow.
Yeah.
Adventure is fast.
Mm-hmm. And
If that
also
matters.
adventure is
If that matters.
adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like adventure, so I'm for adventure if we're voting.
I mean, given what we know about this Fane Wraith, what we don't know. We don't know how swiftly they plan to enact their thing. We don't know how much time we actually have. So I would veer to the side of swiftness over safety.
I give Kalis a thumbs up and smile at him. So that's 2 for adventure. I knew I could count on you, Kalis.
Well, with that in mind, if you haven't counted my vote, then adventure for sure.
Yeah, adventure. Okay, so Adros, we don't really need your vote, but if you would like to vote, I do think that would be fair.
No, it's good.
Alright.
We'll do adventure. That's fine.
Nice. Adventure it is. And I start to guide them along the quicker route and skirt the mountain.
Okay. You skirt them along, and as you're skirting along, It's reaching the point, going across that river took a little bit of time. A few of you are a little waterlogged at this point, and so you're still making good time, but traveling at maybe a slightly slower pace than you would be. And it's reaching the point of where you could potentially bed down for the evening. And you reach the point of kind of like taking a glance at, the rest of your adventuring troop and knowing how things tend to work in this area. You have about another hour of travel before you hit an outpost town.
Okay.
Or you can and potentially, find lodging there if we don't want to bunker down in the woods for the night, or you can start finding a space to bunker down for the evening. Do you have a preference?
Patak does not have a preference and would probably just sleep in the woods.
Adros doesn't have a preference either way. He definitely needs to heal, though.
This outpost town, what's the allegiance like? Do we know? Does Katak know?
Yeah, what do I know about this town? Or should
What
we
you would know
make it
about
up?
this town is we're gonna figure out a name for it real quick. What you know of the Crackling Moor is that this kind of, you're getting more into the heart of Fanewick. You're getting away from the area that Haven has kind of tends to dominate. So you know that it's a Wickling village. It's not as far as like allegiances lie, just kind of your general outpost town. You know that this is this little area on the inland of this other lake here. 'Cause this lake kind of has small streams that connect it, and kind of it ends up going all the way, like it's kind of like traversing and connecting all the way down to this area. So this little outpost is where people come in to do trades a little further inland, because the area down here is so down here is like so oversaturated. So sometimes the trade market is better up here. It's just kind of like on the outskirts of what starts to be Haven influenced Fanewick area, but is still definitely run by Wicklings.
Yeah, like it's not that far away, about an hour more. There is a quaint little town called Crackling Moor. It's a lovely little place. We can go there if you guys wanna sleep more comfortably.
I mean, I would prefer to sleep comfortably, but I can bunker down in the woods if that is what you all prefer.
No, I'm just saying it's not a big deal. I'm just saying I don't care. I sleep outside all the time.
I mean, at the very least, it's possible that we might be able to barter for information while we're there. See if there's any rumors of this Fane Wraith. Any foreknowledge is good.
I have a glass snake heart. That's got to be worth something.
Possibly. But my troop, we deal in knowledge, and you'd be surprised at who you can find that knows things, even in small settlements on the edge of the wilderness.
All right. So, let's go. Sold.
All right.
Yep.
Just be careful. It is a moor, so it's not super You know, it's tough land.
I was like, you gonna finish that? Alrighty then. So you make your way to the Crackling Moor, and when you get there, um, it's definitely it's a mix of like wilderness and um like seaside town. Like there's docks and you definitely see like the water influence, but all of the like much of Fanewick, all of the housings and like shops and what is available as far as buildings go. They all have greenery on them. Some just have vines going up. It's just this gorgeous, like, there's almost an element of like nature is trying to like overtake these buildings that aren't necessarily, they're made out of like stone and wood and brick. And so, like, things that you would necessarily find in nature but have been used for a different purpose. And so it almost seems like the greenery is trying to take over again, but the more you look at it, the more you realize it's living in harmony. And the streets are not bustling, but there's definitely like even, at this hour when you know that like people are starting to bed down for the evening, there's still a hubbub going around. There's people in the streets. There's barkers that are trying to sell their meats and their wares and potions and magical items galore. You can hear one person shouting that "We've got the greatest rarities that you'll ever find in this area," followed by another person going, "No, no, 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 we have the greatest rarities that you'll ever find in this area. Taken from the caves of..." What was the caves again? "Taken from some special caves that it's hard to find." And it's just a cacophony of voices that are trying to sell and people buying, and there's taverns that are lively and you can hear music coming from some of them, and little cafes that have tables set outside of people reading or writing, jotting down the information. Just very much a little town that is bustling and help you see people loading stuff off of boats that are in the docks, and business is not booming, but definitely a town that maybe seems like a little more than just an outpost would seem. Where do you head to first?
First I would be looking for snacks along the road towards the, I guess, inn.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to settle into where we're gonna be at night.
Just to settle in for where you're gonna be. Okay. You give me a knowledge or presence. Give me a presence or instinct. Your choice. Just let me know which one you're doing.
Instinct. 20 with fear.
20 with fear. Okay.
Love rolling with fear.
I will take that fear. But that is for sure a success. It takes you a minute to get an answer on and figure out where you're wanting to go. Some people, even though, like I said, this is a very nature-filled village, so a few people that are a little put off by your bear and are like, he is, but he has horns, and bears don't typically have horns. So a few people kind of scatter away before you even get the chance to ask a question, but eventually you're able to find out where the inn of this town is. And in your asking, you find someone who's kind enough to let you know that there is also inside this inn. It's part tavern. It's a combo, like most things are in fantasy worlds. So you can get food and lodging from the same place, and they point you in the direction of the Red Door Inn.
Nice. And did they have a tasty snack recommendation? A local delicacy?
They recommend the they call them they call it cinnamon bread, and it's this fried bread that is covered in cinnamon and sugar, and it's just you got to get them while they're hot. They're not good. It's not good if they're not hot. You have to get them hot, or you're not gonna enjoy them. They're good when they're cold, but like it's a delicacy when it's hot. Whereas like when it's cold, it's kind of like I don't know if I want to eat this. But the cinnamon bread, the cinnamon bread twist is what you want.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'll just give it to him when it gets cold. And I point to Kokuma.
Can bears eat that?
They can eat whatever they want. He eats wood.
That's a weird. I mean, I guess he's got horns, so.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's having a great time. He ate a guy that tried to kill us. That was made out of wood. It was a plant guy.
A plant guy tried to.
Yeah,
This is why I'm not I can't do that adventure and stuff that people do. I don't want to fight a guy made out of wood. That sounds difficult.
You get used to it, when you see enough weird stuff, it's just like, oh, what's the next weird thing I'm gonna see? And you're kind of excited to see the next weird thing. You're like, ooh, because like it's somehow like familiar but surprising at the same time.
Yeah, but the next weird thing might just kill you.
Yeah, but like I mean, you might die like falling down one of these stairs in this building or something and just like break your neck.
Is that a threat?
No, it's just like a thing that happens to people.
You're a weird bunch. And she just walks off.
I think that's unfair. She didn't even talk to any of the rest of you. It seems unfair for her to judge all of you based on me.
To be fair, we're all just as weird, so.
I don't completely accept that, but I understand what you guys are saying.
Look, I know he's not supposed to eat wood. But you try to stop him.
I'm not getting my hands anywhere near that bear's mouth.
Exactly.
So you make your way to the Red Door Inn, passing a couple of bookshops, potion shops, just general goods stores on your way. And when you enter enter the inn, you can see that it is indeed attached to a tavern, and it's bustling. There's people that are all walks of life. You see some of the fun girl that are enjoying a drink together. They look like they've just gotten off of work, and are just having an evening drink, talking about their day. You see a mixed group of orcs and inferni and my brain just crapped out. And some clanks that are hanging out. Just a all around group. There's a group in the not in the back, but kind of off to the side that looks like that they're playing a game of cards. And another group that's at one table over that are playing that are doing looks like a dice game. And there's a lot of talk. There's the room is lively. There's maybe one table that kind of seems to be not as they're lively but not as like bolsterous. So it seems to be like not whispering going on, but they don't want their conversations overheard. It's just a mix of what you could potentially want. There may be, some rumors to pick up around here. There may be some treasure seekers. There may be a criminal organization to avoid. What would you... The floor
I would
is
like
yours.
to avoid the criminal organization.
Who's good at talking? That's not to talk.
It's definitely not me. Like, people think I'm lying even when I'm just telling the truth. It's really annoying, actually. Like, there's something about how I say things that people just don't think I'm being honest.
Are we leaving Kakuma outside?
I think he's not allowed in here, probably, yeah.
All right. I suggest me and Katak go to the bar, and Kalis and Beatrice go find some information for us.
Kalis kind of rubs people the wrong way, too, I think. He's kind of brash and abrasive. He yells
he
at
could
people
just
easily.
Hey, you.
stay with
Look,
Beatrice
most of
for
my
like
experiences
protection.
with you, you're yelling at some guy who just means well.
Beatrice, you are muted, and you have been muted.
Kalis has a good instinct. So I think that is a good idea. But I will take no Kalis slander in this moment.
Yeah, I will grab Beatrice and looking around the room. We're in like the tavern, yeah.
Yes.
Looking around the tavern, are there any like tables that are out of the way, like sort of in shadow, that have people sitting at them that look like they're being like secretive, or what do what do the people at the card game like look like? Like, what kind of people are playing cards?
The people that are playing cards are, it's a variety. There's an elf, some fairies, a fellow faun for Katak. They just seem to be they're just playing a game. It's not rowdy. It seems like a way to like blow off some steam, maybe earn a little bit of money. There's some gold in the center, so there's a little bit of betting going on with this. And as for a secretive group,
Or anyone who looks like they have traveled, like non-local, like dusty boots, sort of, worn cloaks, that sort of thing.
I would say that there is give me an instinct, please, if you don't mind.
That is a 18 with fear.
Take that fear. So that is a success. There's a group that's sticking to the shadows and kind of just talking amongst themselves. And as you're like peering around, trying to not be like noticeable in your peering, one of them does clock you, and they kind of like lock in on themselves and kind of keep an eye on you, in the sense that like you probably don't think you're going to be able to approach them easily. As for the well-traveled group, you do find two tables that have kind of like been pushed together. Not necessarily that those tables they're off to like the left-hand side, not well lit, but also not dingy lit, just kind of a little bit away from where the braziers and candles are. And they just seem to be swapping stories about their adventure. things that they may have found, things that they may have heard. Kind of, and you get the sense that like this isn't a group of travelers that necessarily travel together, but this is kind of like a communal space of travelers coming together to talk.
I'll sort of like with my back to them, like sort of like identify them to Beatrice. Which one do you think is gonna have better luck for knowing what we want to know?
It's a great question. I feel like far travelers, people who have been wandering around, may have seen more, but a secretive group who has kind of already clocked us, I don't think is going to be very receptive or open, or maybe have what we need.
Sometimes the best information is found in the dirtiest places, I've found.
I trust your instinct. That's
What the secretive group, what are they dressed like?
They are in a lot of grays, browns, blacks. Don't have hoods up, but you can see that some of them have like cloaks with hoods. Don't see any obvious weapons. But you get the sense that there's probably a couple of hidden.
Is this like, is their uniform, their outfits, is it like familiar to Beatrice, like historically?
Give me a knowledge roll, if you would.
And I get advantage because I'm lore born, correct?
Which means
How
you
do
will add a d6 to the roll.
Okay. Perfect. 19 with fear.
Take that fear. That is a success, though. You glancing at their apparel and kind of like thinking back to like all the books that you've read and things that you've learned about the citizens of Fanewick. You gain some knowledge that this might be a secret kind of underground thief organization, as secretive as underground organizations that have been documented can be. They've never necessarily been called a name, but you know that there is, amongst several outpost towns, there's kind of like this band of thieves that move with one another, share information, kind of give a little bit to the seediness that a outport town can have. They might be part of that criminal underbelly, but also an element of that there's an element of like Robin Hood to them. They don't they're part of the criminal underbelly, but they don't prey on those who look like they have something to lose, on those that are already down on their luck.
Is there a good way to get on the good side of a Thieves Guild member?
Are you are you pontificating out loud or no?
Yes.
There's always a way. Come. And I'll sort of like slowly like walk over towards their table. And then I'll sort of like lean down with my hand on the table, and as I like sort of like raise up half of my hand, there's a handful of gold on on the table now underneath.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard tale of a ghost that haunts the Shadow Shard. I was wondering if you fellas might have heard something about that.
Make a presence roll with advantage for having the gold.
Sure. Can I use an experience that nature is fraught with danger?
Sell it to me? How does that work in this instance?
Not well.
Okay.
I already have it. It doesn't. Yeah, I already have advantage. So. 11 with fear.
How much fear do I have?
Is a really bad roll.
One more fear till I am maxed out. And you said something about you've heard tale, like you said like a lore thing and how to find out about it.
I said that I've heard tale that there's a ghost that haunts the Shatter Shard. Which, if you look at the map, you can see what I'm referring to.
Yeah. Yeah. One of them, the one that's sitting at the center of all of this, a female elf, she arcs her eyebrow at you. You have guts. I'll give you that. But you're not our kin. And you got some nerve just walking up thinking you can buy your way in?
It's less of buying and more of a gesture of goodwill. One that is hoped to be returned in kind, but not expected. Knowledge can be given freely, so can coin. But knowledge does have worth.
Knowledge always has worth. Tell me of this ghost. And maybe, if your knowledge is something that can be helpful to us, I can help you.
This ghost holds a troop in its thrall. And as it sights on something that would bring ruin to all of Fanewick. Not that Fanewick is long for this world anyways, but
What makes you say that?
I mean, I sort of I point to the window outside where Kakuma is like just derping. You've seen what the forest has been turned into. At this rate, it'll eat itself alive. I'd like that to happen later rather than sooner.
So you've heard the whispers.
It's basically, show agreeance non-verbally.
Her eyes glance around to see who might be listening in. Beatrice, how close are you? You're muted.
Sorry. He told me to come with him, so I think I'm a step behind him.
I assumed you were sort of like side angled to me, sort of
yeah,
keeping lookout sort of thing.
yeah.
Okay. I was rolled a 20 to see if she would clock you in her scanning, and
Yeah, we're not hiding the fact that Beatrice is with me.
Yeah, so she did clock you. Beatrice, if you can give me a presence roll with disadvantage because of the situation.
How do I do disadvantage?
A d6 and minus it. Whatever
Okay,
you roll
awesome.
on the d6.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure.
But don't forget to also add your presence to it.
Math 13 with hope.
You gain a hope. That is a success. You said 13?
Yes.
Yeah, that is right what you needed. So she clocks you and kind of gives a little head tilt towards you of acknowledgement, and then she turns back to you, Kalis. You speak in riddles, which I can respect.
We speak not plainly, because speaking plainly leads to a dagger in your back, I've found.
Riddles, not plainly. It's the same difference in our world. But maybe. I don't know what path you're on. But what I do know of maybe the path that I think you're on, or just, traveling through, maybe this is some information that'll be of use to you. But, the horned owl hasn't been seen in 3 months. No one knows where she was last seen. They just know that 3 months has been the last time anybody laid eyes on her, heard from her, or anything happened with her. And that has led to... She nods her head to the window towards the bear who is trying to find a tree to munch on, but nothing is calling his attention because there's no magic trees here. It's led to things changing at a more rapid pace. And Kalis, I need you to mark a stress for having learned that rumor. Anything else?
Beatrice.
I say, suddenly not like expecting him to call me forth.
I didn't call you, but I did look towards you.
Oh, okay. I just look at you then because I'm like, you're putting the spotlight on me. What else is like? What like monsters? Have they heard of like any monsters in the area that are like frequently popping up? Especially like on the route that we're on.
I mean, just other than what seems to be the new run-of-the-mill, the things that used to be here before being twisted and contorted and not quite what they should be. This wild is withering into something not conducive. That's all you've got. You can take your leave and leave that coin.
As we like turn to go, I'll sort of like lean down close. Not like, threateningly, but If you fight for Fainwick, know this. As we've traveled, we've come across many snakes slithering in the grass, hissing in the shadows. And I'll sort of like pull back and continue back with Beatrice.
As I walk back with him, I'm just gonna be like, dude, you and me have to sit down at some point. That was like top grade history, like biography level stuff. That was glorious. Wow.
I mean, my troop, this is what we do. We travel places, we trade, but we don't trade in goods. We trade in knowledge, we trade in news, we trade in rumors. Getting that out of people, knowing what you can trade and how much what you're trading is worth. That's what I grew up with. Coming out and coming out to someone like that, and we're well away at this point, by the way. Coming out to someone
I figure as much.
Coming out to someone like that and just being like, her, that's not going to work. They don't respect that. Pay kind in kind.
Well,
Speak their
you did
language.
great.
They speak coin. They speak secrets. You speak coin. You speak secrets. That's how it works.
Others may have doubted you in this situation, but you know what? You did it.
We'll
I say, looking.
Yeah. Meanwhile, what are Adros and Katak getting into?
Yeah.
We're just belly up at the bar taking shots.
We're drinking, and I'm listening for people having interesting stories. They do not have to be related to our mission.
Well, I was gonna say we could maybe talk to the bartender.
Oh yeah, we could do that too.
They usually have some pretty good knowledge. You're the talker,
yeah.
but don't get our asses kicked.
Are you?
I'm not the talker.
Okay. All right.
So we kind of like sidle up to the bar.
Hello, sir. Have you heard about any weird groups
I-
coming through here.
I immediately elbow him in the gut. I think that's a lady.
Hello, ma'am.
Charming, but I forgive the transgressions.
I apologize for my awkward friend. He spends more time outside than he does inside.
Truthfully, it's really okay because, like, you know, with this short hair, I get mistaken all the time. It's fine. It's fine. What can I do for you?
Yeah. What am I
May
supposed to
we may we get some do you have any fire whiskey?
Fire whiskey, of course. I just got the French fashion off of the ship the other day.
May we get 2 fingers each in a glass, please, ma'am?
Do you want them chilled?
Yes, please. As he's serving, oh, be polite. Damn.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I've never done this before.
She comes back with
Oh.
Oh, no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
No, it's just a matter of saying please and thank you and yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Just I'll lead.
No, I mean I've never tried to secretively ask someone for information about something that I don't really know about already.
All right.
You're not
just-
doing a very good job.
Oh,
I know.
She sets down the glasses in front of you, and it's got it's got the amount that you asked for, but the ice with it, there's ice in it that is lingering from it being chilled, and you notice with the start that the 2 ice cubes that are in there kind of look like fingers. They're shaped like fingers. They're not actually fingers, but the ice looks shaped like fingers. It's a little joke that we do. You said 2 fingers, I have 2 fingers on ice. People say it all the time. I like to have fun. But yeah, you're not very good on the whole secret trying to ask thing. Like, what do you want to know?
I hang out with a bear most of the time. Like I don't.
Can the bear talk?
No, but he's a great listener.
And that explains why you cannot talk very well.
Yeah. But we're just trying to do good. Have you noticed any like particularly like creepy people, like people that you were like, I don't know if I trust them, but they were quiet and they paid and minded their own business?
I mean, I don't really try to get in anybody's business as long as I supply people with drinks that are happy. So like, but I mean, there's the fact that like the different things that what are the things that I have heard through here? I know that there is a adventuring party that really traveled a long way to get back over here, but they went to like that area that's like the graveyard area, the Shatter Shard, I think it was. I haven't been over there. I really just kind of I ended up here.
Have you heard any stories that come from that graveyard area?
Crazy.
I mean, I just hear all sorts of random things about what's over there. Like people say that there's like ghosts over there, and they say that like rocks tend to move without like, which like it is weird that rocks move because they're like big boulders, and boulders shouldn't be able to move, but they do move. And then like apparently there's sometimes some wailing over there, or maybe I'm getting that confused with another spot. I don't know. We see so many travelers in here being like a little port town that like it's hard to keep straight sometimes, in all honesty.
Oh.
Have you noticed, other than that adventuring party, have you noticed any strange coming and goings of, people who are saying they're going to the graveyard other than that party?
Not really. And I mean, there was honestly, I think it was a couple of parties that went there and like came back, and like there's not necessarily anybody who like sets out to go there, to my knowledge. Like,
how did they return? How did they look?
I mean, they didn't return. That was the thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't necessarily.
I thought you said they came
but like
back from there.
Well, no, like the ones that like set out there, they haven't come back. We've had people who came in from there, but like it's several days journey. So like if they looked fucked up, then like by the time they got here, they wouldn't have looked as fucked up. We really haven't had anybody who come in looking fucked up, except kind of. You look a little messed up, Mr. Big Man. Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be quite all right after a good night's rest.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, let's see, what other whisperings are there? I know there's one shopkeep that disappeared a little while ago, but he was kind of mixed in with a rough bunch, so he may have just pissed those people off, but like, I think he might be swimming with the fishes now. I don't know.
Oh, we just
Do
you,
you
like,
that's
remember
why
what
he looked so
shop?
messed up.
What did you what did you ask, Talk?
Oh, whoops, I hit back on my mouse. I said we were just doing that. That's why he looked so messed up when pointing at Adros.
Wait,
He
you
said
fucked
he
up the
was so-
shopkeeper?
No. We were just swimming with the fishes. That's why Adros is so messed up.
I don't think swimming with the fishes means what you think it means.
I mean, it wasn't a fish that did it, but like there were fish there.
I mean, technically, it was a fish. He
I
was
start
a
digging
fish
through
at
my
one
bag.
point.
This is its heart. It was a giant glass snake.
You fought one of those things? I've only heard
Well,
rumors about them.
Well, it fought us and we fought back. We defended ourselves, which is always okay. And then I put my bag in the
But
heart.
then you took the heart for. Are you just trying to like reconcile with the fact that you had to kill a monster? Because like if it's attacking you, I don't really think you have to reconcile with that.
Well, my friend made it seem weird that we killed it. So I guess I was trying
This
to.
friend, or do you have more
No, not
friends
this.
who are weird?
A different friend. He's probably might have turned himself into an animal. He's always doing stuff like that.
Well, I saw a
Can
bear
you
outside. Is
tell me-
that your bear or is that your friend?
No, that's my bear.
That's
I mean,
your
he's
bear.
not
Okay, what
my
did you want to
bear, he's
know?
my friend.
I'm sorry, sir. What
What-
did you want to know?
What shop? What shop
shop?
was what shop did this shopkeep run?
Oh, he ran Knobs and Bobs, I think it was.
So doorknobs and
It's just
haircuts?
no, like it was kind of like a knick-knack shop. He just got random things in there, honestly. I really don't know how his door stayed open because it didn't seem like people were going in a lot, and that's I think kind of like why it's weird that like he disappeared.
Heard about that. There's these shops. I don't remember what they're called. Pico told me about them. They don't really make much money, but other bad companies use them to like they give them money for some reason. It's confused. I never understood it.
Wait, do you think it's like a criminal organization that he was running from there?
Yeah, I think he was doing crime stuff.
Maybe. I mean, I know he did like lose one of his fingers one time, and there was no explanation for it. He said he slipped, but like just slipping doesn't
No.
make you lose a finger.
No,
I do it all the time, and I've never lost a
he-
finger.
He probably couldn't make a payment, and they cut his finger off.
That sounds terrible. She like looks away from you guys for a second. Hey, Antov, stop the racket! You can see that like she's yelling at an orc that is over at the card game table, who's very upset that he just lost. You always lose. I don't know why you keep playing this game. Just stop. If you're gonna be like that, you have to leave. Now, what were you saying? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so he's probably dead, but we could, if you want us to figure out more about it, we could go look over there.
I mean, it really is no skin off of my back. Like, it's not like he frequented
okay.
my bar or anything. I just heard people talking about him, and you know, it's just little things that I pick up in working here. Like, have you heard? There's this. I don't know if there's any factual in the matter, but it seems kind of weird because, like, okay, anyway, there's this Bard family, and this Bard family, like, to me, bards are always people that like do music. Like we've got some on the stage over there. They're playing great music, right? I just hired them.
yeah.
They're really great. I love them. They can stay as long as they want. Anyway, this bard family apparently is like historians, which is like really weird to me because like, again, bards do music.
Yeah, what is that?
Do you know the
even mean?
name of this
I don't
family?
because I don't necessarily know the name of this family because like all of them have different names, but a lot of their children seem to go by just the Bard, which is really weird to me because like your whole family's Bard. Like is Bard your last name? Because that seems really on the nose.
Oh,
I know a bard. We could ask her if she knows about them.
has this Bard family, these historians, caused any problems?
Oh, they've never caused
Or are they
problems. I
just
just think they're.
weird because they like
I just,
history?
I just think they're strange. I know one of them like ran off and is apparently a pirate now, but like I don't know what that's about. Like, why would you want to be a pirate?
I mean, there's adventure number one.
Right, but like then you're on a
Treasure?
ship all the time, and like I don't
Yeah,
necessarily
no,
want to
there
be
are
on a ship
reasons
all the
not to.
time. I mean,
But
like
that
my
sounds
husband, he's kind of
very
off on his ship all the
bardish.
time, but he comes back. I guess
Uh,
it's not bardish with the adventuring and the storytelling, and I don't know. It's just weird to me. And
Bard and
apparently, like this
pirate
bard
kind
family.
of seem synonymous with each other.
If you say so, I don't
Oh.
really know. I do know that this bard family, though, like my brain just stopped working. It literally clicked off. I do know that this bard family, though, like with the historians and everything, like they're trying to document all the stuff that's happening in in Haven and like with the Haven Knights and the Wicklings and everything. But like, I truthfully feel like if any of them want to be able to like study what's going on, they're probably gonna have to go into Haven a little bit because we only have like a small dosing of Haven people here. We've only got like 1 or 2. And then she pauses and looks at you, Adros. Yeah, we've only had like 1 or 2 come in here, and I really haven't had many interactions with them, but like, I don't know. I understand what they're trying to do, but it seems like they're going about it in all the wrong ways.
I completely agree. So about this Bard family, is there any other information that you know?
I think most of them tend to be like the Inferni, the ones with like the horns and everything, but like I don't know much more
Sounds
than
so
that. Like we don't
familiar.
You said you have a bard friend, yes? Maybe she knows of
Yeah.
them.
Probably. I mean, she's pretty smart. She knows lots of history and stuff. Like, it's really impressive.
She here? I know you said you had more friends here. You should bring her over. We can ask her about it.
And I kind of like look at good dog like.
Adros, is your head itchy? What's going on, man? Come on, cut.
Do you need another drink? Like what is going on right now?
You're completely right, and I just take my glass and just shoot the whole thing back.
Let me get you another one. Hold on, I'll be right back. She goes off to get you another one.
Shut
Damn
up.
it. What?
We
What
are
about-
not. They're off trying to gather information. We don't need to be telling the bartender that we have the literal historian that went off to be a damn pirate.
What?
Have you
But
looked at Beatrice?
I don't
No,
understand why.
This,
But like, why isn't she? She's not like she doesn't like him. It's a neutral stance. I thought it would be like,
I
oh,
understand that, but we're not trying to give everything away. When you're trying to get information, you don't give all the information. I know
Kayla's
she's
and
being
Beatrice.
very open. Oops.
I don't understand. Oh, all right, fine.
We're out here fighting tooth and nail for a fucking morsel. You guys show up. This bartender's fire hoses about 1 billion plot threads on you, and you don't even fucking care. You start asking about the fucking shopkeep and the fucking person who's in your
here.
goddamn party. Meanwhile, we're here fucking like tooth and nail, scrapping for fucking little morsels,
So anyway, about
risking our lives
not a shot.
for
Gonna
information.
get shanked in a back corner if something went wrong.
Meanwhile, you're sitting next to the fucking plot hook fire hose, fucking oblivious.
I'm not writing everything down, okay? Everything. We're good. I got the information.
Kalis and Beatrice, while Adros and Katak are arguing over if they should bring Beatrice over to meet this bartender, you meet the two of them at the bar.
Jesus
Beatrice, you
Christ.
can't be here. You have to leave, or Adros will get mad.
What this bartender tends to know a whole lot about your family, and I don't know if you wanted to intermingle with that. So I was
Well,
trying
yeah.
to protect you from that, but she knows. So,
Yeah, nah, we're kind of famous for what we do, so it is what it is.
Well, and I did gather a lot of information. Apparently, there's quite a few adventuring parties that go out to that graveyard and they just don't ever return. And there's ghosts and moving rocks. and wailings and the shopkeeper that disappeared, but he knows a lot about you.
The
Well, yeah.
bartender sees that the other two have walked up and like motions to the two because she's made 2 more fire whiskeys and is motioning like, "Do you need 2 more? Do we know?"
2, yeah, 2.
She gives a
More?
thumbs up and begins
2?
pouring.
I just give a thumbs
She's
up.
got these really cool eyes too.
Yeah, so she knows lots. She said there's ghosts out there crying. Adros went over this, but I just think it's cool. Weren't we looking for a ghost?
But nobody's come back. There's been multiple adventuring parties that are going out there, and
For
nobody's returned.
Kadak,
said
for what
one
it's
left
worth,
recently.
Kadak, for what it's worth, you wouldn't think we're looking for a ghost
That's right.
because we're looking for the feigned wraith. So ghost was the code word
Right.
that I used in the other conversation.
I see.
Just for
Uh-huh.
for consistency.
Right.
You
Does the bartender walk back over to us?
She does, and I forgot to describe her before because I pictured her in my head. I don't have a token for her.
Yes.
I didn't know that this was gonna happen. But she is a Qatari. Is that right? Qatari.
cat girl.
She's from
Yeah, cat girl.
Qatar.
She's a cat girl. She is a gray tabby. Her
Really, I thought she would be orange.
I thought about it, but I'm already making one connection to something else. I'll leave Ollie out of this.
Oh, I was just saying she sounds like an idiot over excitable
Honestly,
cat.
she does sound like an orange. She's an orange
Yeah.
cat. She's an orange tabby.
That's what I was going at.
Yeah, that's fair. Tabbies in general are just kind of spacey, but yeah, she's an orange cat. So she got ears. She got like her like fur is like nicely groomed and everything. She's really pretty. She's got bright green eyes. Her tail is like constantly like swishing back and forth, and she comes over with the 4 drinks. She is back. You brought your friends. I see that you said you have friends here. I see friends. Who are the friends? I didn't catch names before. What are names?
I'm Katak. This is Adros.
Uh-huh.
And these are our friends Beatrice and Kalis.
Cool. My name is Katana. It is very nice to meet you. Welcome to the party. So, like, what were we talking about before? I've completely forgotten.
We were talking about how like you heard all these stories about the Shadow Shard and how like there are lots of adventurers going there, some weird people, some creeps maybe. I don't remember all of it. You had a lot. It seemed like there was a lot to talk about there though.
Right, did I tell you about the shopkeeper that disappeared and, like, nobody's heard from him in
Oh
several
yeah.
days?
Oh yeah. We are he's swimming with the fishes.
The knobs and
He's-
bobs
Right.
guy.
The
Yeah.
Knobs and Knobs, yes, so you've heard of him.
Yeah,
Is-
he's got
can you-
some brick galoshes right now.
Can you tell us more about the ghosts in the graveyard? Do you know anything about
mean,
that?
I don't really know other than what I've picked up on, but, like, as far as, like, ghosts with the graveyard, like, I don't know if it's necessarily ghosts, but, like, people just hear wailing, and, like, maybe it's just something, like, practical, like the wind going through the stones or something, or maybe, like, a bunch of people died there, and it is called a graveyard. I mean, there could have been a bunch of dead bodies there, and so, like, now they're, like, coming back to life. Oh my god, that would be terrifying. Maybe that's why all the adventures haven't returned.
So you're saying you've never seen a single person return from the graveyard?
Not that I haven't seen a single person, it's just, like, the people that have left here that said that they're going there haven't come back. They may still be alive and just haven't come back to this port. But, like, I've had people come in here that have said that they went to the Shattered Graveyard. Shatter Shard's graveyard.
It
Not
are
Dog on a
did
chair.
any of those people happen to be in this bar?
She does a quick look around. No, I don't think so. You have to remember, this is a port town. People just travel through. There's a lot of travelers here. Oh, I was talking to you about that Bard family.
Yeah, the Bard family, and I just glance at Beatrice.
I mean, like I was saying, that's just so weird. Like bards do music. Why are they doing like words in
Well,
a book?
I mean, music is also history, if you think about it.
True that there's laws that the words come from somewhere, but like again, bards make music. These ones write books.
Well, do they write the history like really pretty?
Is it like poems?
Is it really dramatic?
I've heard about poems. I
Does
don't
it
know how
got
to write
flair?
one, but
I'm right here.
You
Why
just
aren't
have
we
to make.
asking me these questions?
You just have to make the
you a
last
bard?
word in each line rhyme.
Yes.
Address.
So you're a bard. Do you make music too? Do you see the bards that we have up there? They're really great. They've got some really catchy songs right now. They're brand new and like they just kind of popped up onto the scene out of nowhere. But like these guys have great songs.
Yeah, but my family's weird, so I don't know if you want me to share your opinion on musical taste, you know? So, but I'm happy you were
Super
confident
catchy,
enough to
though.
say that in front of me, so good on
Well,
you.
I didn't realize you were wait, are you from this family that they speak of?
Beatrice the Bard, yes.
Okay, so can you answer one question for me?
Maybe.
And this might come out wrong, and I don't mean it to come out wrong, so I do apologize. But bard is your profession, yes, as you've said?
It's a last name.
It's also the last name?
Yes.
Do you have people in your family who are not bards and still have the bard last name?
Mhm.
I always wondered that. Despite what I've been saying before, yes, it's very weird and it does kind of confuse me, but your books are very good. I have read several of the books.
Yeah. Yeah, you enjoy them. You learn from them.
I do, but I kind of prefer like the fluffy fantasy stuff, so that's why they're a little weird to me. Like I like the stories that are like, and she gets a little close and she's like, "Have you heard of things that they call them dead?" And she glances around, bodice rippers. Have you heard of those? She leans back.
I literally push Andros to the side with my hands. And I'm like, what?
Adros is bright red. Adros is hearing everything and is bright red and moves away voluntarily as Beatrice shoves him.
Bodice rippers. You know what a bodice is, yes?
Yes.
You know what it means to rip one, yes?
Yes.
Have you read them? Have you read stories about these?
I don't think these specifically. I've read similar stories, of course. Mostly academic, you know.
That makes sense with as eloquently as your family writes their books. But anyway, if you're interested in any stories, because like some of them sometimes like take historical events but like put a twist on them, there is right next to the Nobs and Bobs that I was telling you guys about earlier, there is the Book Nook. It's very, very like simple name, I know, but like they've got great books in there. They have history books. They probably have some of your family's books in there, but they've got like
Probably.
all sorts in there. Sometimes some magic books, but not always the magic books. The magic books are hard to come by because families typically keep those close, and like those spellcasters keep them close too. So not a lot of magic in there, but there might be a
Adros
nice little
leans
stop for you.
in to Beatrice. Have you written a bodice ripper? Is that what is she called?
No, I haven't helped write one of those. I have helped write Anatomy of the Female Inferni. So
Very
Some more
interesting read.
technical. Okay.
I thoroughly enjoyed that one because so like in the past I had the girlfriend and she was an Inferni and like that helped me understand her but helped me understand her a little better. Not in the way that you're thinking, sir. Get your mind out of the gutter, jeez.
I'm just not aware of this kind of stuff. I didn't know
Their
bodice
biology.
rippers was a thing.
No, I'm not talking about bodice ripping with my ex-girlfriend. I'm talking about the fact that she's Inferni and I'm a cat person and like our differences were like, you would think we have the same anatomy, but we do not have the same anatomy.
what? I'm
The
sorry.
fuck is that?
It's like when
So,
I
like,
spit
yeah, it
my
was a
drink
ve-
out earlier.
So yeah, it was a very interesting read. And you said you had a hand in that?
I wrote like 60% of it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, she is an ex-girlfriend now, but we're still friends. We just kind of were going on a different path. She wanted to like go adventuring, and I wasn't. I like my tavern. It's a very nice tavern. It's been in the family for years. I wanted to stay here. But very nice girlfriend. We still see each other from time to time. But I have a husband now, so it's all fine.
Did we ever get the
Ooh.
name of this bartender?
Katana.
Like the sword?
Correct. Like the Mortal Kombat character.
Okay.
Even though her personality is nothing like Katana.
Sorry.
I
But
would
yeah,
know.
I mean, but is there anything else you guys want to know about? We do also like your adventurers, so I assume you need a place to stay for the evening.
Yeah,
Yes,
do you get a
ma'am. We
discount because you
absolutely
slandered
do.
my family's name?
I didn't
Oh.
slander your name. I said I just didn't understand
You called
why
us
they do
weird.
what they do.
How am
I
I
mean,
supposed to
I'm
feel about that?
weird.
Her.
I'm weird.
But I would never say that to your face.
Well, you're a better person than me.
I don't know if better, just trained with manners more likely. I say just like
You
trying to like
say
be
the
nice
So
rumors
about
you're
out
it.
really
loud.
afraid of getting
You write
slapped.
her rumors down.
I
Fine.
suppose.
Whatever
What other
price it
terms
is,
could I
but
give Beatrice? Give me a presence roll.
okay. We'll see. Yikes. Hold on, wait a second.
You gotta have more charm than that. You're a bard.
I'm just making sure any of my player cards don't apply to it. Don't think so. Okay. Cool beans. Nope.
You rolled what, a 1 and a 3?
11 with fear.
Oh, I thought you said you rolled a 6.
No, I was checking my
11.
player cards.
Oh, I thought you said you
Okay.
rolled a 6, and I was like, how do you roll a 6? You have to roll a 1 and a 3.
Yeah.
No, I was
And
checking to
that's-
make sure nothing like applied on my player cards for the roll or
And
anything.
that's with your presence being added.
Wait, no. That is 15. Nope,
15.
13. My bad. So sorry.
15. That's a success
Yes.
with fear. I'm now maxed out on fear. She squints at you for a moment. Two rooms for the price of one.
Deal.
Okay. That I can do. I still have a business to keep, and I am sorry. I didn't necessarily mean to slander your family, and I didn't intend for it to come out that way. It's just, again, weird. I have bards, and she again gestures to the boys who are like finishing up and like giving a bow and say that they'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'm used to these kinds of bards. Wordsmiths are weird to me. But you write great stories. Again, like I said, I like the fantasy type, but I have read most of your family's books. They're pretty great.
Yeah. Those bards just sing what us bards write. So think of it that way.
They don't write their own songs?
both
Everybody's
have songs?
inspired by like stories of love, history, adventure. Everything's all connected back in some way.
I suppose that's true. You have opened my eyes to a new way of thinking. Is there anything else that you need? Because I got a bar full of people that are waiting for answers. Yes, sir.
What is a bodice?
She looks at the four of you and goes, "You can handle that one," and walks away.
I'll explain that later.
Were they talking about sex stuff, Adros?
Yeah.
Is that a dirty conversation?
Katakush.
All right. We're in public.
Yeah.
That's for the trees.
You know, I look at him. You don't know what a bodice is?
What? No.
That makes sense. You're from the wilderness.
Sounds like a
It's-
fancy word.
I'll explain it to you when we're not in the presence of ladies.
Goddess.
Or I can
Yeah,
explain it.
nothing.
It's what keeps me snatched right here.
I don't.
Like is it like a corset? I've heard of those.
Yeah,
Okay.
very
Okay,
similar.
okay, yeah. So she was talking about smut. I see. Yeah.
Yes.
Bodice rippers.
Right.
Yeah, just 2 and 2.
Wait, is someone else
together.
doing the ripping, or is the person reading it getting so excited they rip it off?
Both.
Okay.
All of
I don't
the
think a
Never
book
thought
could. That's a.
I've never thought of bodice ripper that way. That you're so. Is there anything else that we would like to do in this tavern before the evening comes to a close?
As we're sort of like getting settled up in the rooms or what have you, I'll sort of pull everybody like into the same room. 3 months.
We're going up to our rooms, or are we like finding a sequestered area in the inn?
No, I was just saying like we go up to the rooms, whatever, like, you know, whenever we end up
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
rooms. 3 months. We are behind by 3 months. Whatever plans this wraith has set into motion started months ago.
There were multiple from Katana. She said there were multiple adventuring parties. I genuinely don't think we are the first that the captain has sent out here to rectify the situation. I think we are, at this point, the last resort.
That's an interesting thought. But at the same point, it could just be coincidence.
Multiple venturing parties with no returns. And I know you think the shopkeeper from Knobs and Bobs is a silly thing, but to take a shopkeeper from an established place and have him disappear, and he lost a finger at one point.
That doesn't concern us. How does that concern us? How does that concern something happening halfway across the world? The Fane Wraith doesn't care about this random shopkeeper.
You have to understand, Havenites, they are weaved. The Fane Wraith is weaved through all of this. If there's a shopkeeper missing in an established area, we don't have to go over it. I'm not saying we have to go to Knobs and Bobs. What I'm saying is it was prominent enough for it to be suggested to us. That's all I'm saying. We don't have to acknowledge it. We don't have to go in, but we have to appreciate the fact that it is surging into established towns. Because people on the outskirts missing don't mean a shit. But people inside...
I understand, but do the wilds come in and take this man's finger? Did brigands from across the world come and do it? No. From what we know of this group, they're not widespread, they're localized. Whatever this shopkeep did happened here. That's a terrible problem, a terrible tragedy, but what's going to happen to Vanewick is real, and it's going to affect everyone here, not just one shopkeep. Yes, if we had time, I would love to see what's going on with the shopkeep. But that's the thing, that's what I am just saying. We don't have the time. We are 3 months behind. We are at a disadvantage from the start.
Then let's move on. let's stay the night, heal the wounds that we have, and let's move on. Let's go to the graveyard. Let's try to attempt to move as straight there as possible.
I'm gonna look to Beatrice. Beatrice, do you know how long it took when the Archmage severed the Reaping Eye? Do you know how long that process took? I can't imagine it was instantaneous.
Can I roll? What would it be? Or would that be something I like readily knew?
Roll a knowledge.
Perfect, thank you. Ooh, hey, that's a critical. It's a 5 and a 5.
Nice.
Yep.
So you gain a hope, clear a stress if you have any.
I do not.
Okay. While it's something recent, so it hasn't necessarily been documented by your family yet. You guys are in the processes of documenting and figuring out what exactly transpired, because a lot of the Wicklings and or Havenites that would have been involved in that battle to steal the Reaping Eye from Nicta, most of them transpired or died there. There were not many survivors from the battle. So there's an element of things that you know that you haven't had the chance to fact check completely yet, because you found maybe 1 or 2 accounts from actual Wicklings and Havenites that were there. It was a long battle where Wicklings who are loyal, who are like priests and priestess of Nicta, fought to protect her. It was a battle that spanned almost a full week. That started while the sun was up and continued while while the moon was up. So it spanned close to a week of relentless battling, of more troops from each side coming in. And when the near lethal blow happened to Nikna that removed the Reaping Eye, it was still a fight from the Archmage to keep her subdued, to get it out. And it was not easy for the remaining Haven. There were several Havenites that were still alive afterwards that ended up dying because of the fury that happened from Nicta as the plants poured out, as nature poured out of them in retaliation for what happened. And after that, Nicta disappeared for a short amount of time before she was seen again. And now these accounts you know for sure, because you have heard this from many. Now these accounts you know for sure because it has been accounted by many Wicklings who have seen her since this battle. But there is when Nicta was being seen, the left side of her face where the Reaping Eye was is it almost looks like lightning, but green lightning fractals stretching out from that eye and going down her neck and across down all the way to the bottom of her hand. And a green ichor seems to be like she's crying, green ichor from that eye. That as time has gone on, that green has turned from a bright leafy green to a sickly color as the Witherwild has grown stronger. So you do know that for her to be missing, Caliph might be on the right track, that she may have already lost the sewing eye. You don't know for certain,
But a
but
pattern matches.
correct.
Okay, I don't know specific times before. There's not enough accounts of people being able to tell how much time had passed, but there is a common pattern of Nikta leaving for a while, and then when she comes back, she's not the same. And I think we're in that waiting pattern right now. But I can't tell
As
you
an
time.
order born, am I aware of this?
Yeah, give me a knowledge roll, if you wouldn't mind. I will say
Would that be
order.
instinct?
No, knowledge is to recall.
Oh, recall. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's 0.
I will say, given being order-born,
Wait, what am I free saying? Hold on. Let me see if I'm saying. Wait, where the fuck? No, I have a million notes. Hold on. Let me see my sayings. Give me like 5 seconds. Hold on.
you're fine.
That doesn't help anything. Can you show public covenant? Yeah, that doesn't. No, none of my order born sayings help me on that, but I'm going to roll anyways. 13 with fear.
I am maxed out on fear, but that is a. I have to actually say that is a failure. What just happened on my screen? Okay. You weren't on the front lines of that battle.
Okay.
And other than hearing your fellow soldiers who may have been on the front lines of those battles or known people that was on the front line of those battles, you don't really know much different than than what Beatrice has shared. I will say, you know that what's his name?
Phalix.
You know that Phalix, all that you know is that Phalix keeps the Reaping Eye near him. That's all that you can really recall that is helpful.
I'm gonna have to go to the fucking head. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all know now. The Reaping Eye, the other eye, then it's in the Citadel. Alex generally stays in the Citadel, and the top of the Citadel is where it belongs and where it is.
If Haven keeps the Reaping Eye, what
In
reason
the
do
head
they
of the
give?
snake.
What reason do they give for not returning it and setting this all to right?
Control. That's
Control over what?
why
You can't control nature.
that's
Nature's
why
out
I
of control
defended.
because they stole this. Because
I defend-
they took it upon themselves. And what has it
I
gotten them?
defected because I lacked answers. Because I asked these exact questions, and I got no answers, and I got no reason, and we're trying to save the people. That
Because
is
the
all
reason
the
is too terrible to say out loud.
because in the imitation of saving everyone, they wanted control. And that is why I'm here with you guys. That's why I've been fighting, is the understanding that all they want is control. All they want, and the illusion of power and helping the people. I saw through it. They left me for dead. They left me for pain. They left me because I was no longer useful, and all they wanted was to get the Reaping Eye back to the Citadel, back to the head of the serpent that they slaughtered that began this whole issue. And I know y'all, it's hard to accept, but I want to make things right. And I don't want to make things Haven right. I want to make things truly right. And I know that's hard to accept, but that's my honest truth. And that's all I can say.
Come to talk. Let's plan the next day's journey. Sort of
I
pull
mean, are
them
we
out
still going over there? It seems like
going.
we're too late.
No. Because if they have done this atrocity, then we have to try and set it right.
Maybe we can intercept them on the way back.
What do you mean on the way back?
Like if they went and did this and then they're coming back this way, maybe we can meet them
Do
somewhere.
any of us have knowledge
It would have been
of
too
how
long
long
ago.
the ritual would realistically take to remove?
Yeah, that's what I was at. That's the question I asked Beatrice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ritual itself to remove it. It's not necessarily, from what Beatrice knows and what Beatrice would have told you, is it's not necessarily a ritual. She just has to be gravely wounded.
Yeah, it's the act isn't.
So
is
nobody's made
the-
it back. So nobody's made it back. So nobody has gravely wounded her.
We don't
What
know
if
this. Nobody's seen her. Nobody knows what the state of hers is.
then let's just go see.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
If this has already transpired, then we move to fix it. If it hasn't moved to transpired, then we move to stop it. Whatever it is, if
let's stop it.
the ramifications of this won't be immediate, they won't be apparent. We won't know until we see. And then we do what we can. Because until Nikta sees true, the withering will continue. But yeah, I'll pull out the map and we'll talk to a table and we'll start looking over it and sort of planning the route that we're taking to what is it, Caltheus? Alula.
Alula.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to do that now or next time?
I was leaving that as a stinger.
Ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured as
A
much.
long rest ending.
Yeah. Take a long rest.
Classic.
Mark down your hope and fear, or your hope rather, and fear. For, you know,
I'm
those
maxed out.
those that have fear. So keep track of that for next session.
We're taking a long rest, yeah.
Take a long rest. You can look at the things for that. We can talk through that at the start of next session, as well as we can message or do something. But you guys have leveled up.
Yay! Yeah, we can go through that during the downtime, so we don't spend like an hour doing it at the beginning of next session.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
For
I'll
sure.
get with
Do
each
that
of you
before
on
next
how
session.
leveling up works. You do have a breakdown on that second page of your character sheet. Should look something like this, and on the bottom part it has a breakdown of things that you get at leveling up. So you're at level 2. You are now also at tier 2. So
Also, keep in mind when we're picking our new new spells, new cards, or whatever, that there are overlapping, so we can talk about that in the Discord as well.
Yep.
Because like we could take the same thing, but it's that's lame.
at least at like this level, as you get to like higher levels, if you want to double dip in something because there's some overlap, it might make sense. But spread out your.
Sounds good. Good game, y'all. Love you
Good
guys. I gotta
game.
dip
Yeah.
out. Have a good night.
If
Peace
you
out,
have any feedback
Zarkraut.
for me, please let me know.
No, you're fucking awesome. You did a good job. I love the fight. I loved everything. It was dope. All right. Love you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.